Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. This is yet another update. Today we're going to do a little bit of story time. A little bit of story time with Rurikhan. Because as you guys can clearly see, this is not the studio that we were in. As a matter of fact, there's not any echo anymore. So this is actually I'm back at my house. Back at the studio that I had in my house. The layout is a little bit different, which is why what you're seeing on camera behind me is a little bit different. As a matter of fact, I haven't even fully unpacked everything. I just kind of like unpacked exactly what I needed to get started with a live stream, because I wanted to live stream today. I want to live stream the NIOH DLC, which should be starting shortly after this video goes live. We'll still give you enough time to go ahead and listen to a little bit of story time today. But if you guys don't believe me, just check this out. If I just roll my chair, you guys can kind of see all those empty bags, and some of them are actually full. You guys can see all that mess back there. That's because, again, I still haven't fully unpacked from the other studio. But also, the Hat of Souls is in my car for some reason. So we're wearing this today because, like, yeah, my hair does not agree with me today. Anyway, let me tell you guys a little story. So last night, we wanted to stream some NIOH DLC, right? You guys remember that? I said I was going to do it. And then eventually I deleted the video, and I gave up on streaming it because our ISP was just fucking with us. Literally. Like, it was every 10 minutes, boom, internet would go down. So after I shut down the stream and say, guys, I can't stream right now, something going on with the ISP and all this other bullshit, I go on to try and talk with them on the phone. They give me a bunch of bullshit excuses saying, oh my God, the problem is that you have equipment that's not our own connected to our equipment. It's almost like, bitch, you're fucking ISP. You give me the internet connection, I hook up whatever the fuck I want on it, okay? That's your job. You just got to make sure the shit works on your end. You ain't got to be looking at the shit on my end, because I know the shit on my end is working. But anyway, they're telling me all these bullshit excuses about how maybe I'm torrenting stuff. And I'm just like, no, but I am streaming on Twitch. Is this a problem? And he's like, well, streaming on Twitch is something that is very intense from an internet connection standpoint. And I'm like, are you for real right now? I literally just said this on the phone. I was like, are you serious? Are you being serious? Like, I'm streaming 6,000 kbits. This connection is 100 megabits. Are you kidding me right now saying that live streaming on Twitch is too intense use of this internet connection? Like, that's insane. I'm talking like this is a 100 megabit up connection. That's the connection that I was in on the other studio. And so this person clearly giving me the runaround. And I'm like, look, dude, whatever. Just look into it. And he's like, okay, so he resets the router. And then they're like, okay, we're going to call you back tomorrow because I have to send this to another team because there's this thing that I got to check and yada, 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 a bunch of bullshit. So the next day, that is today, at 11 a.m., they call me and they're like, oh, you'll be glad to know that the internet hasn't gone down since we reset it last night. Obviously, I'm not there because I'm home, and I'm just like, oh, that's great. I'll be heading over there pretty soon so that I can check it out. So I get there. I couldn't even open Gmail, okay? I couldn't even fucking navigate the speed test to see how bad the connection was, all right? That's how bad that thing was going. It was real bad. And so maybe it was connected. I don't even know. I don't even care if it was connected or not. But then I called them up and I'm like, look, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but this shit ain't working. So it's like some serious issue with this internet connection right here. You guys need to fucking solve it. I don't care. And they're like, oh, it's because the switch, you have a switch connected to our router and that's what's causing this. And I'm like, are you for real? Are you for real right now? Like, a switch that's connected to your router is causing this shit. Fine. Whatever. I go and I manually hook up a computer straight to the router. I unplug everything from the router except that one computer to make sure that there are no issues, no more excuses. And then I call them up and I'm like, okay, guys, so here's the thing. This thing still ain't working. It ain't the switch. It ain't any other bullshit excuse you can come up with. This shit ain't working. And they're like, okay, I'm going to have to contact this other team because they're the ones who are more qualified to handle this particular situation, whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever, you do that. So while they're contacting this other team, and I'm just like, okay, well, time to start packing up because I'm going to have to move everything back to my house because I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, you guys might not believe this, but I've dealt with bad internet since I was fucking 14 years old. I'm not even kidding you. Since I was 14 years old, I've dealt with bad internet. As a matter of fact, back in 2013, one of these ISPs motherfuckers took me to court because I told them I wouldn't pay them another dime because their service was not working properly. And I think I had to pay like 500 euros or something. And I said, listen, I will give this money to a lawyer just so that I don't give it to you. And they called my bluff and I gave it to a lawyer and I took them to court and I didn't fucking pay. I paid the lawyer. I think I actually paid more than that to the lawyer, but I didn't fucking pay what they wanted me to pay because it was bullshit, because their service was bullshit. And that was proven in a court of law. Either way, what was the other thing? Oh yeah. Anyway, so as I'm packing everything up and I'm getting ready to put everything to my car to come back to my house so that I can, actually come back here and start creating content. It's a pain in the ass because I know the kid's going to be sleeping in the room right next to me, so I'm going to have to be a little bit more quiet and all this other stuff, but I need to keep creating content for you guys. I do it all for you. But as I'm getting ready to do this and everything's getting packed up, my mom's helping me because the house is pretty close. They call me and they're like, oh, we figured it out. Someone was fucking up with something that interferes with your system. So it was on their end, basically. Like a technician somewhere was fiddling with some cables or something, and it was destroying our internet connection. And it's like, but we fixed it now. It's fixed. And I'm like, look, dude, I'm not even going to bother telling you how bad your service is. I'm not even going to bother with any of this anymore. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to call us back because I'm not there anymore. I basically told them I'm not even there because my computers were off. I didn't have any way to test the internet connection. So I just told them, listen, I'm not even there anymore. You need to call back at 8 o'clock and you check with the person that is there if the internet is good or not. Because at this point, I'm just making sure that as I am leaving, that I leave everything in working condition in the warehouse, because when I got there, everything was working, and then after I was there, everything went to shit. And I'm not saying it's my fault. I highly doubt it, because otherwise the internet connection in my house would have gone to shit as well, which clearly it hasn't. But it's like, I'm just trying to make sure that I leave everything as it was when I got there. So I'm telling them, like, you call back, someone will be there, and you will do whatever tests you got to do with them. I'm not dealing with that anymore. And he said, but it's fixed now. It's fixed. And I'm like, I don't care. You call back. And he said, sure, I'll call back, whatever. And so after he said it was fixed, I go to the warehouse to another computer so that I can check it out and make sure that everything's working. Everything is working fine. I'm almost tempted, like, maybe I shouldn't leave. Maybe they actually fixed this. But I had a gut feeling that I was like, no, there's no way they fixed it. Because it wasn't the first time. Like, last night was just like a real build-up where it was just like, it was impossible to stream. But on previous nights while I was there, I've had situations where it's like, oh, it's disconnected. Like every day I would have 1-2 disconnects per day that I would witness. And that always, kept me on my toes. Cause like when you're live streaming, your shit gets disconnected. Like your audience, they're already watching something else. It's that simple. It's like, there's so much entertainment out in the internet that if my shit goes down, and there's the possibility that I was gathering a new audience or something, there were more people watching, my shit goes down. They're watching something else. Like when my shit comes back up, it's like, forget about it. People are gone. So I can't be dealing with that situation. So I was like, no, I'm going to pack up, leave. So I packed everything up, put everything in my car, tested out. Everything is working fine. And then I leave. And then about 10 minutes before I started recording this video, I get a call of someone at the warehouse telling me, what have you done? Shit ain't working. The internet's broken. And I'm like, ain't my fault. Not my fault. It was working fine when I left. I didn't fucking do it. Basically, the symptoms they were describing was the exact same issue that I was having earlier today as I was there, where the internet wasn't working. And I was just like, I knew it. I saw it coming a fucking mile away. I saw it coming, and there it is. Internet broken again. And I know that at this point, maybe if you're in Portugal, you're wondering, what is this ISP? And it's MEO. It's MEO. They're one of the many ISPs in Portugal that are essentially garbage. They're garbage, just like NIOH. Those guys are also garbage. Then again, most ISPs in Portugal are fucking garbage, really. I mean, the only reason I can't complain about the ISP I have right now is because they haven't fumbled as much as all the others. They've clearly fucked it up. I've had disconnects with this ISP as well, just not as much as I've had with others. So I guess this one kind of takes the punch. Whatever. It was ridiculous, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring everybody down. It's just I had to let you guys know what happened yesterday, and so that you guys also know that I'm back in the house, which might mean I might change my schedule around a little bit, because I really don't want to be up until 4 in the morning live streaming if I can help it, because that is going to be a problem for my kids. So I might move it one slot up. So maybe we start at 6 p.m. and we end around midnight, 1 a.m. that time, so that we can start being more silent when we get to that time in the house. That is what I'm thinking right now. That is probably the direction that we are going to go. We will see if that is the case or not. Either way, tonight, we're already super late. We're going to be playing some Neo. I don't know until what time I'll be playing Neo. But yeah, tune in on Twitch. There's going to be a link in the description that you guys can go check that stuff out. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Thank you very much for watching. All the good stuff, comments, feedback, and I'll see you guys hopefully in a couple of minutes on Twitch. And if not, see you guys on the next one.